Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we are reviewing the JPRFX Precision Rimfire. Let's get into it. So before we go outside and start with the group shooting, because I know that's what 90% of you want to see, quickly going to go over this, and I mean very quickly. This is the JPRFX Precision Rimfire. Now JP did make an AR-22 before this, but it was meant for speed steel, and the owner of JP, John Paul, had gotten into NRL style shooting, and he was looking for a way to make up time on the clock, and this is what he came up with. Now you're going to see a 1 in 14 twist match grade barrel. They do air gauge these to a tight tolerance and are much more selective. This is purpose built to be an NRL style gun. Now for me, I'm looking at this as a DMR rimfire match style gun, which is a relatively new kind of match format. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will have a video dedicated to that. But this is a precision AR-22, and to quickly get it out of the way, this thing is extremely high quality. Fit and finish is second to none. The machining is crazy good, and the fit, finish, and feel of this is just ridiculous. JP is well known for making super high quality ARs. They make probably the best PCC in the game. So as you can see, this is their complete rifle, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention this Arca rail and weights. This is actually from our friends over at PRSTF.com, and right now they have this weighted Arca rail and these weights on pre-order. I will leave a link down in the description below. There aren't many options out there for the JP4 end, and this stuff is really nice, and really the only reason I'm able to get this to balance the way I want to. Now, another quick note is magazines. Here we have a 10 and 25 round magazine. Now these are the M&P. These are meant to go for the 15-22, but they work extremely well in this rifle, and JP even sells these little spacers here that make them fit regular pattern AR-22s. Now those mags work really well, and they lock back every single time. We're also able to use the Black Dog machine magazines here. These are 10 rounders, and they work really well, but they don't lock back at all. So that feature you don't get with these, but they do work if you're looking for magazine options. So enough of that, let's get out there and shoot some groups. So while I've got your attention real quick in between these groups, I want to take a quick second to thank our channel sponsors, Utah Airguns. You'd be surprised to find out that an airgun shop has a ton of precision shooting accessories, optics, tripods, bipods, everything in between. And I would really appreciate it if you go check those guys out. Link in the description below. I truly appreciate it. Let's get back to the group shooting. About like the Ely, no reason to buy, gazillion dollars of box ammo. Let's try Lapua long range. All right, pretty significant split group there, so I say Lapua probably not the best. It's probably still average a little over 1/2 inch. All right, we're gonna stick with the Ely and we're gonna shoot 10 of these semi-auto bench rest precision. Yeah, look pretty good. Now we're just going to come in to the inner diamond on the left side. All right, so pretty good out of this. So we have the test card here, and as you saw from that video, this thing pretty much shot everything right around MOA or just below it, except for the Ely semi-automatic bench rest, which actually shot back-to-back .2s, which that alone tells me there will be a part 2 to this, because that ammo was just ammo that I had laying around. It wasn't really a big variety or enough of it to really test, but seeing how that Ely semi-auto bench rest precision did, I'm going to get some more ammunition. We are going to lot test this. We're going to stretch his legs. But for the rest of the video today, we have a ton more shooting, because there are still some very pertinent questions that need answered, like how well does this shoot off props? How reliable is this? And how does the overall platform work? So with that being said, in parts of this video, you are going to see this rifle kind of take on a new form, because just like that, with a little movie magic, this now has a different lower, and it's set up like this because this has the trigger that I run. This is the same buttstock that I use on my 223 gas gun DMR rifle, and I wanted to run it as closely to that rifle as I can, because like I said, I want this to be a DMR trainer and also to shoot in those DMR sniper rimfire matches. And another part of this is we wanted to make sure that this upper would be compatible with different lowers if you wanted to do the same thing. So we shot a couple more groups, and then we took this out on some props and we really started working this rifle. All right, lowers are swapped. I would like to point out at this point, this has never been cleaned. So we put a ton of different ammo through it, never cleaned it, and absolutely no malfunctions. So this is meant to emulate my DMR rifle, my 223 bolt gun that you guys have seen. But let's make sure it runs. We're gonna shoot, we're gonna go center of the big diamond there, right in the center of target. Gotta take the safety off. Pretty good. Still want to come up maybe a tenth, and we're gonna go right 2/10. All right, let's load a couple more, and then we're going to the props. We're gonna see how this thing runs. Still pretty much flawless. We're gonna go to the right side of the big diamond. Okay, now we're gonna come back down a tenth. And we're gonna come in. Perfect. All right, we're gonna save this. I'm gonna reset up the camera. We're gonna run that KYL, and we're gonna see how we do. All right, got a little bit of grass in the way, but we're gonna just dump this first mag, and we're gonna see how we do. A few rounds left, and we haven't cleaned this. It's been running really well. Nicked it. Ah, and out. But again, these Black Dog mags do not lock this back. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna move over to the pyramid prop over here. All right, and thanks to this weight setup and the weighted arc rail, this actually bounces pretty good. I could use another set of weights if I'm going to be honest. It is a little butt heavy. This is kind of a heavier buttstock, but neither here nor there. I mean, this thing just, it's not sluggish or anything. It just comes in really well. All right. I was gonna move down, but I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see me in the camera. Oh, and a whiff. There it is, I got a hold left. Nicked it, and lock back. So far this thing has just freaking been money, money, money. Reliability is definitely there. All right, we're gonna back off. It's kind of hard to see my KYL right now. I gotta weed eat it. Let's see here. Let's see if I can not mess this up. All right. We're going after the last one, 1/4 inch. A lot of this is me too, guys. This is, you know, it's off of props, not off the bench. Barely nicked it. There we go. There we go. And this is yet another lot. This Calvin Elite is so nice. It's like 2 pounds and just super easy to shoot. We're backing off the magnification even more. And let's actually do rapid fire this time, Josh. And here we go. So even though we've been throwing just random lots of ammo that didn't really shoot the best on paper at this, it has been doing pretty well, but I really wanted to step that up, and we're really going to start pushing this for speed, and I want to push the distance out a little bit and have some real fun with this, because not only is this a serious competition rifle, it's something that we're all going to want to play with, and so far this thing has been 110% reliable. It has not had a failure to feed, hasn't had a failure to eject, hasn't had a failure to do anything. It has worked flawlessly, and if you've ever shot 10-22 pattern rifles, once they get a little dirty, you'll notice that they start getting a little sluggish, especially when you're letting the bolt go, and that is not the case with this. We have shot this thing and shot it some more, and we've shot all different varieties of ammunition without cleaning it, and every single time we have went to send a round forward, this thing just sends that home like nobody's business. It's really been super impressive just how reliable this is. But let's get back out there and let's keep running this thing through its paces. So we're gonna mix it up a little bit. We're gonna go down to 100 yards, and there's a KYL down there, and I'm just gonna take a shot. There's a couple shots on it already from earlier, but I'm gonna see where we're at. This is with just random lot of Ely again. Okay. Absolutely no problem. Yeah, I think it runs pretty good. I think we need to get this on a prop and see what we can do. This 10-round mag has worked really well, but for the DMR rimfire style match I'm going to be shooting, and just for plinking fun, can't beat a big stick, 25 rounds. We're going to see if this runs. We're going to shoot some rapid fire stuff, but let's get on a prop and see how it does. I really can't wait to do part 2 for you guys, where we're gonna lot test this guy. Like I said it a couple times, but I'm shooting just totally random ammo. You know, I'm changing lots almost every magazine just because I only got what I got, but 25 rounder in. All right, let's see. I gotta load into it a little more. And lock back. Oh, well, that flips on its own. That flips on its own. Can't time that one right. Don't roast me, YouTube. But yeah, I put a brake on there. It's just one I had laying around. I don't think it's actually gonna do much. We're gonna use both mags, the 10 M&P and the 10 Black Dog. We're gonna see how this goes. We're just gonna play around. I'm curious if this mitigates any recoil at all. And oddly enough, it kind of does make it a little bit easier. The wind picked up. Got a right to left going on out there. Let's see if we can get into this and make this work. There we go. Said for random lots of ammo, really can't be disappointed. The brake would have shifted the POI, so I'm gonna look pretty intently when we shoot this bigger one. I think it's still center. Oh, a little high, but still no problem. Well, after a ton of different ammunition, we tried multiple mags, thread protector, muzzle brake, on props, off the bench. This thing has been super reliable, and it has shown quite a lot of potential to be very accurate. So with that being said, there definitely is going to be the part 2 that I've been talking about. I am going to allocate some funds for some ammunition. We're gonna find what this thing likes, and we're gonna put it back out here on the range. We're gonna look at groups, we're gonna put it on steel, we're gonna get our dope, and most importantly, we're gonna take this thing to the next Sniper DMR rimfire match, and that's going to be a time plus unlimited rounds type deal. So we're probably gonna be using the big sticks along with hopefully these 10 rounds, and I'm gonna try and find a 15 round mag, but you guys will come along with me for the ride. I will film that, so you will see everything as it happens, just like you did on this video. So look forward to part 2. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.